For a look at the impact the Occupy Wall Street movement is having in Washington, we were joined by political analyst John Dickerson. John, good evening.
Good evening, Russ.
Let's take these one at a time. We heard some Republicans and what they think about this Occupy movement in general. What are Republicans saying?
Well, Republican leaders have generally been dismissive of the movement. They've called it a mob. They've said essentially it's backed by the unions. The idea is that this isn't a grassroots movement, but it's just the same old special pleading.
What about Democrats?
Democrats have a tougher line to walk. Democrats are in favor of the argument of many of the Occupy Wall Street protesters, which is that there is an income inequality in America that has to be addressed. But for somebody like President Obama, who said he understood the frustration of the protesters, he has to be careful because many of those protesters are angry at him. They're angry at all politicians, which is another reason politicians have to be careful. They can't look like they're just coming in to show solidarity when the protesters might very well say, we don't want your help. You're part of the problem.
Now you're hearing some people compare the Wall Street protesters with the Tea Party folks. In your mind, any similarities?
Well, they're from totally opposite ends of the ideological spectrum. But one thing that they do share between the two of them is both sides feel like the American dream, the idea that if you played by the rules and played fair, that things would work out for you. They both believe that's broken. The politicians are the ones who helped break that by giving these enormous bailouts to special interests.
John Dickerson in Washington. As always, thanks a lot.